What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our Total War Rome to Caesar in Gaul campaign as Rome. We're going to pick up from where we left off. We're just in the winter months here and just waiting for winter to finish off before we send our armies marching to the north. So we've got some pretty big forces over here. I think the Suevi realize that we're headed for their territory. So, I mean, our legionaries are gonna cut these guys to pieces, I would imagine. Plus, we've got strong cavalry. Got a decent garrison there, so that might make for an interesting battle there when we get up there. But yeah, we've got a little ways before we head over there. Yeah, go Centurion. I just want to, let's double check here what we've got for cash. So we're starting to get to the edge of what we can recruit for troops, but I mean we might be able to get these guys to full strength. We do want, alright, so what we want to start getting some artillery pieces. Shit. We're going to recruit. We might as well move, because we're going to suffer attrition here, so route those two there, and we'll recruit two here. Up to 16. Recruit one of these. Well, we can also recruit in this province as well, so it's not a huge issue. But yeah, ideally I'd like to get both of these forces to full strength. Usually I go with more than 2 artillery pieces, but I kind of thinking 2 is enough, though the thing is they're cheaper than the other units, so it might be better to go with the artillery. More artillery. Or we can just keep the army standardized. I mean, this should perform really well. I don't know, think about it. Whether or not we want to go with 4 artillery pieces. Alright, this is leveled up. Let's go wine trader here. Yeah, because they are cheaper in upkeep costs, so kind of makes sense. Public orders +7 there. It's 20. Alright, yeah. There's not much going on. Not much. Oh. I lie. These guys are all leveling up all at the same time. So, go strict. Yeah, I'll just keep going strict. Hurts the public order, but increases our income, or at least it should increase our income. God damn, this snow is never gonna end. Trait gained, alright, nice. Mission successful, very nice. Objective and control 15 settlements either by direct ownership or through client states and military. It's good, solid bonuses here in this this campaign.
Ready for orders.
Just go right to the border there and encamp, cover your. All right. Well, we can get Anthony to full strength here, and I think we will go for artillery pieces simply to reduce the upkeep cost. And then we'll have him come around this way. Head to Octodudron. Trade and finance. Bump this down. Yeah, we should be able to afford, just barely afford, 3 full stacks, which is nice at this juncture of the campaign. But we'll definitely want to make the most of it with those armies and expand as much as possible. Alright. This gives us more food, but this gives the grain pits increases replenishment. So if we have to fall back to this province, wouldn't mind having the grain pits there to fall back on. Anybody? This guy's upgraded.
How may I serve you?
Alright, go, yeah, line of sight. Keep you as a lookout. And you come this way. Ooh. Alright, yeah, so thing is, I think what we're going to experience in this campaign is a lot of small factions that have a lot large armies, essentially, is what we're probably going to be looking at for the most part. Garrison's pretty good there. It'll be a little while before that's upgraded. Inching towards that. Alright.
The spirits have noticed that our treasure stores are wanting.
Oh man, they want us to pay for this. I mean, it's only 1100. Strengthens our borders here, so we'll go with it. Infamy, minus 5% influence. Trait gained, Teller of Tales. Alright, everything's looking good. Alright, the winter snows are beginning to melt. It is early April, so let's get on the move. Get you up there. We're still, I think it's still going to end up taking attrition, yeah, unfortunately. Anyway, that's fine. He'll recover it when he gets up there. We still got snow through here. But let's... Oh my god. Fucking hell. Yeah, just suck it up and get through it. Get over there. Actually, no, just keep you camped out in there for now, just to help the public order. I was gonna start to slowly move over here. Looks like the Suebi are under siege here. And they've moved the majority of their forces over here for whatever reason. Alright, we got this dude here. So, some fool has been caught defacing the temple of Jupiter. Such matters should not be taken lightly. Pay off the temple, hand him over, punish him yourself. Let's hand him over. Yes. Alright, everything is looking nice. Oh, shit. Shit. Brack. Forgot to recruit 2 more artillery for him. Oh well. Alright, I guess he'll just be he'll be more of a mirror to that army. So this army will be a little bit different. We could always transfer one of these over to the other army and go with 3 artillery pieces in a force. So that's an option. Alright, as soon as this guy gets caught up and gets his troops recruited, we will begin our invasion.
We hunger for battle. On the move. Journey completed.
A lot of attrition.
At your command. Head to it,
Let's
men.
get you in there. Alright, what do we got in this second row? Campaign movement range. For parent army, that's what we want. 7% research rate while deployed. Military espionage, that's not too bad, but go with the campaign movement range.
We hunger for battle.
Alright, just get these guys replenished. Probably head over with all 3 armies.
How can I be of
You guys can just stay put for now.
skills are yours?
And you come around this way. Yeah, but by the looks of things, it looks like we've got small factions, with the exception of the Arvini. The Nervii is probably a little bit bigger, but just like 1 or 2 settlements and just like 3 armies sitting in 1 or 2 settlements, which can kind of be a little bit of a pain in the ass to dislodge them at times, but I think we'll be able to handle it. We've got an extremely strong force. We've got a little bit of money in the bank.
Commander. Ready for battle. We hunger for battle.
Alright, what do we got on this line? Yeah, sadistic. 10% campaign movement range for parent army, but minus 2% morale. Not crazy on that, but I mean, you could get all the way up to 20% movement range, which is not bad. Not bad. You really improve the movement range. What's the morale on these guys? Right, as is. Base morale is 85. Base morale 66. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's... I don't know if it's worth it or not. But yeah, we'll just go Centurion for now. Think on that. Seems like... it's an interesting...
Commander.
interesting trait.
Ready for orders.
I'm gonna camp you out in here for now.
Commander.
Just to get the replenishment and get that public order boosted up. Public order is looking good. We might even be able to keep the taxes at this level for a little while. Cruising through a lot of end turns. We haven't really accomplished a whole lot in terms of territory.
We will come for you.
Oh, look at this.
In the night. And nothing.
Look at this. They declared war on us. That's quite bold of them.
At your command.
Alright, you move to here.
Ready for battle. Ready for
To encamp. And
Ready for battle.
you just drop in there. What do we got for you? So yeah, I think we'll go with Quartermaster first. Just anything we can do to reduce upkeep cost. Alright, so we want 2 more of those, and we want 3 more of those. Yeah, I would have liked to have 4 artillery for these guys, but anyway, what can you do?
We hunger for battle.
Alright.
Ready for orders. I don't care how tired you are.
Let's get Antony on the move here.
Commander. At once. Destination reached.
Alright, yeah, so we'll push forward with Antony and Caesar. And then we'll reinforce with this guy, and we'll have this guy come up from behind. And then hopefully before too long, we can start recruiting a 4th army. would be really nice. What's the maximum amount of armies that we can have right now? Oh my gosh, 9 armies. Good God. Gotta get on that. But yeah, I think, what's the military presence here doing? Taxes, cultural differences, military presence is 8. Yeah, so if we move this army out, we're still in the positive for public order, despite the fact that we've got we're blasting the taxes. Yeah, everything needs either tech or resources. We need a little bit of lead. But anyway, it's time to finally expand. Good, good, good. Good to know there's mercenaries available here. If we need to defend in a pinch, got them as backup.
We will gladly listen to your offers.
Oh, look at this.
But do not wrap them in lies. The spirits know truth. Ye have the heart of a merchant. Yes?
Alright, yeah, so that gives us a bit of a buffer here while we push into these northern territories. So we want to take these two provinces first. Oh, it's this faction that declared war on us. I thought it was the Suebi. Anyway. Suppose that's alright. Let's get, where's my agent in the north here? Let's get you back down around this way. See what's happening over here.
As you command. At your command.
Now there is an end game crisis in this where something happen at a certain point. There's like a uprising, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but inspired populace. All right, good, 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 good. All right, let's get you over here.
On the move. Is there nothing else?
All right, so this is the faction that declared war on us. They're kind of they seem like they're just
Ready for orders.
staying put where they are. Damn it, I guess we could have gone that way with Antony to attack this, but there's a lot of them over here in this area.
How may I serve you? At your service.
Line of sight. What do we got on this line? You know what? I think I'm gonna give him military espionage. 7% research rate while deployed. Anything that we can do to boost our research rate, I think would be really huge. Shit, I was hoping that these armies would stay over here so that we'd have a little bit of an easier time with this. Or not an easier time, but I was hoping that we could wipe those armies out to make conquering this territory a little bit easier. But I mean, our option is we can go through here, or we can go through here and take this first before we head over here. We also have to take Vasonio as well. What's the movement on him?
At your command.
How far can you get on Force March Caesar?
Master, curse you all.
How much movement range does he have? Alright, yeah, should be safe there.
Ready for battle.
We move to there.
March. You have
Yeah.
further orders.
And then
At your command.
I wanted to cross here with Antony, but this army could potentially attack us. I'm not sure. He's in force march right now, but he may still be close enough to be able to attack us. And they could potentially bring this army around. And it would be an ambush battle too. Whenever you're caught in force march, it's an ambush fight. So let's actually just bring you over this way. And we'll cross over here with Caesar. Take this. The thing is, this is kind of a tricky area because of the river here, and there's no crossing for the river. There's no bridge. So it just makes it a little bit of a tricky area to manage. Alright, you can cross as well, so just get you over here. Yeah, so essentially I think what we'll do is capture this and then push forward with 2 armies to capture this and leave 1 army behind. Or we could just leave this as bait for these guys and allow them to come down and take it, and then retake it on our way back. It's another option. Keep the 3 armies together. Where the hell? Oh, okay, there it is. Alright. Yeah, you guys just stay on the lookout here. Oh, shit. Shit. They conquered Alesia as well. I didn't want to go all the way over there. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I guess it's not too bad. We can use this as a defensive settlement. But I was hoping to do that here. But yeah, this should be able to hold the flank here. I mean, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
The guards will have me listen to you.
They're friendly. Everyone's pretty friendly. I mean, it would be kind of nice if we could keep them friendly with us throughout the entire campaign. I would not be opposed to that. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit before we start recruiting another army. If we were to bump the taxes down. -2. Yeah, that's fine. Might as well continue with this.
Perhaps, and I ask with all due respect for
I think we'll just stick with defensive alliance. Military alliance can kind of cause its own problems. Plus, they were asking for 2,600 gold, which I rather hold on to our gold.
Freely given.
It's nice to know that we can get those alliances, but my experience is the military alliances usually cause more problems than they solve. Call to arms. Okay, raise an army following settlement. Treasury plus 500, but raise an army here. So if we were to raise an army here, if we were to raise a general here, we'd make 500 gold. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily worth it.
We hunger
Alright, you guys
for
go
battle.
into regular stance.
We hunger for battle.
Yeah, these guys seem like they're staying put here for the time being.
I am Rome's champion. As you command, for Rome and glory.
Yeah, the Swabi have a settlement out here too. Just deploy you for the time being. You stay
Do you wish of me?
deployed. We'll probably get you on the move here soon, actually. Actually, yeah, let's get you moving now.
Moving unseen. No.
Just get an idea what's happening up in this direction. Alright, let's make the attack on this guy with Antony.
Ready for battle. March. Ready.
Oh, we can move
At your command.
into their zone of control because we're not at war with them yet. Which we're about to go to war with them, obviously. Alright, Swaby. They don't like us. Who are they at war with? War with the Dewey and the Sinormes. And they're allied with the Van Gorns and the Nemites. Nemites are here. Okay, so we're already at war with the Van Gorns. And the Nemites will end up at war with them as well. But I think we can... I think we'll be able to handle all of them without too much difficulty. But, so no, let's see if we can get anything from these guys.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us break bread and drink ale
All right.
before words pass our
Looks
lips.
like we can get a little something. God damn it.
My people can only dream of wealth like yours. Can you not spare some for us?
Where the hell is join war? There it is. Damn it, we can't
Your men will turn the enemy's
Alright, well, we
bowels
might
to
as
water.
well...
Come.
Actually, let's
aid
try
us
the
in-
other faction that they're at war with. Just quickly. So maybe they're at war with the Senonians, who are neutral with us.
We will gladly listen to your offers, but do not wrap them in lies. The spirits know truth.
Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. Got a little something from it. Non-aggression with them is not half bad. Alright, we'll have Antony do the attack.
Ready for orders.
Alright, it's another ridiculous auto-resolve. But it's been an absolute age since we've had a battle. So why don't we fight this one manually? Though we should probably wait for our reinforcements to show up here. So a little bit of... I wonder if their levy freemen here have a range attack. So reinforcements coming in from there and there. Coming in from here. Alright. I think we'll set up right over here.
Field artillery ready.
And then that way, don't like formation attack. That way we can kind of
Understood.
sandwich them between our reinforcements, and then you guys get ready here. Flying wedge. What does the flying wedge do? Charge bonus and melee attack, acceleration, and melee defense. Alright.
Pegasus! Leave formation. Yours to command. Troops and awaiting orders.
Alright, looks good. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is that we don't get
Give them no
all... We won't get the full stack of these guys on the field. Legatus. Guys come around this way.
double.
Looks like we're just getting infantry, which is fine. Get you guys into position here. Ah, shit. I should have positioned a little bit further up. I thought we'd be in range. Anyway, it'll give our additional troops time to get over here. Just keep the generals together.
Melee cavalry ready.
Guys, move over this direction. feel like we should be getting one more troop on the field. It's weird. Why it's an odd number. Alright. Scout riders. Ah, we're not going to be able to catch them, unfortunately. Alright, just back up. Back away from them. Be able to chip away on this. We'll wait till they separate a little bit before we try and get in behind them. Be in range of the artillery here shortly.
Brave Romans to a man! Melee infantry!
Take you guys off formation attack. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty well armored, so they shouldn't do too much damage to us. It's just annoying that we can't catch them. Come on, go, 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 go.
Melee horsemen! Riders!
Back around this way. It's annoying. Yeah, the artillery doing its thing.
Legionary cavalry!
Only a couple of casualties,
Melee
it's not too
cavalry
bad.
ready!
Might go for...
Forward!
These noble riders will be tough for the,
Legionaries!
for our legionary cavalry, but got the numbers. The idea with our cavalry, just overwhelm them with numbers. And once
Swift riders at your command!
let's see if we can get you in behind here.
Your orders! Brave Romans to a man! Quick march! Orders! Break the lines! Legionaries! At your service! Proud Romans all! At your service! Proud Romans all! Legionaries! By your command! Engage! Commander! At speed! Your orders! Orders! Ready for orders!
How are we doing over here? Yeah, having a hard time there.
Romans ready for duty! Melee infantry at your command! Sons of Mars! Melee infantry at your
Attack
command!
them.
Legionaries! Melee troops! Legionary cavalry! Charge!
You ordered that.
Ready! Advance at speed! Field artillery! Yours to command! Legionaries! Charge! Understood! Brave Romans to a man! Ready and waiting! Legionaries! Melee troops! Orders! Legionary cavalry!
Not
Brave Romans to
not
a man!
overly impressed with the cavalry performance here. That was not too much damage. Taking on a little bit more of an elite unit.
Waiting!
Oh, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Your orders! And the double!
Alright, I don't think we need to run them down. 225 losses, that's not too bad. Probably, auto-resolve probably would have been a little bit better, but their whole army is wiped out apparently. Alright, good stuff.
Waiting for more orders.
Let me just check here. Yeah, release troops of the Suebi. War with the Swebi, trespasses, treaties, military actions against the Swebi. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, if we release troops, it's not going to help our relations with our allies. Anyway. Alright, Caesar, you can make the attack here.
Let them cower before Rome.
But let's encircle.
Lay siege to the settlement. Commander?
Actually, maybe we should have made Antony make the attack because Caesar would have had more movement. Moved it there.
Once we hunger for battle.
Moved it there. Though I guess it's not going to make much of a difference.
Attack for Rome.
And then this one we will auto resolve. Took a bit of damage. Should recover most of this in the end turn though. Alright, so ooh. Food. 6 turns, we'll demolish it. And demolish that. Demolish this. Alright. Yeah, so we want to push forward to Vesontio and Alicia. We've got pretty strong forces over here. We might just leave Rurikon as bait for this faction for now, and then retake it when we come back around. But yeah, essentially we want to take these 2 fortresses, and they'll be good to defend this area. We'll build the barracks buildings so that we have a little bit of extra defenses there, and then we'll come back through here. So essentially these 2 provinces, we've got our buffer here protecting this flank, and then these 2 provinces, these 2 settlements will protect this flank, and then we can move in here and then slowly move into the northern regions and hopefully start moving a little bit south. I am shocked that we've still got that settlement going. I actually haven't even... What is the public order down there? Oh shit. Oh shit. It's getting close to a revolt. It's only producing 112 income. Would have actually expanded it, but I don't want to invest here. Just kind of ignore it. Pretend it's not even there. It's not going to hurt us if we lose it. A little bit of a problem public order wise there. There's 24 here. Oh, this is providing a fair bit of cash. Might drop the taxes down a little bit here shortly. Yeah, I'd really like to start recruiting another army, but I think it's a little bit premature. Anybody else level up? Alright, so we've got a tradition here. Usually go campaign movement. Unrelenting force. And what do we got here? We got... Yeah. What else we got? Minus 4% upkeep cost. Sounds about right.
Ready for battle.
And Antony did level up as well. So 2 turns till they're fully... +2 authority. Yeah, I don't know. The other option is we could come up here and finish these guys off first before we head this way. We'll have a pretty large battle if we do. That might make sense.
What do you wish of me?
Alright, I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. Nothing really to do in this area. I mean, we could recruit some more troops. We're building up a pretty solid reserve in our treasury.
How can I
This
serve?
guy's leveled up. Alright, what do we got? Counselor sounds pretty good. What else have we got down this? Plus 2% wealth from all sources. Yeah, not crazy about any of these. 2% wealth from all sources is not too bad, but -5 loyalty to the party ruling this region. But we don't really have to worry about that in this campaign. But I think we'll go with this counselor. Increase the tax rate a little bit.
I live to serve Rome.
All right. Plus 2% research rate. Definitely go with that.
Ever in service to Rome.
And yeah, I'll go with this one. All right, looks good. All right, so they're on the move. That sort of changes. Rebellion imminent. Reputation. So we could just, I guess we'll just turn the taxes off here, and that solves the problem. It's not going to cost us too much. Hidden agent exposed. Rebellion imminent. Rank. Subject gains notoriety. My 10% wealth from all commerce. What the hell? A local fisherman has been luring ships on the rocks near his home, profiting from the wrecks. Has been luring ships onto the rocks. Yeah, definitely punish him. We're not gonna work with him. Seems pretty underhanded, if you ask me. Probably don't need that workshop here anymore. If anything, it's likely we'll recruit our next army somewhere else. So I think I'll actually get rid of that, and we'll probably build the fountain there just to get the income boosted up a little bit. Look at these fuckers.
Ready for orders.
Wow, that's fucking obnoxious.
How can I? Moving out. For Rome and glory. Ready for orders.
What do we got for defenses here? Not much. Not much. I think Antony can probably take these guys on his own. Can they... Are they... Oh man. They've got to cross this river still. I don't know if they can make the attack there this turn or not. Fuck.
Ready for battle.
How far can you get?
March until your feet bleed. Then march some more.
They might be able to. I don't know. The river is going to use up a lot of their movement. Alright, we're going to send Antony back to sort that problem out.
Gathering supplies.
He can get there. Yeah, so if they do take it, he can retake it next turn. His army should be able to handle anything that they've got there. And then I think we're actually going to send
Commander.
Caesar and company this way.
At your service, I serve
get
only
you
Rome.
into this area. So we'll deploy you there. You stay put there. So we've got this army on the move as well.
We hunger for battle.
Alright, that means we'll have to defend the settlement there, but this guy's not in range. Got a Swaby army there. Yeah, we're gonna head towards this. Let's stay in our own territory. Should be able to, should have enough movement to make it there. I just want to get this guy replenished. These guys are at full strength. Just move you a little bit ahead.
March. Waiting for more orders.
Just to make sure we've got enough movement to get there.
What's your command?
Caesar's defending them. But yeah, just like the AI to head for your most vulnerable settlement. But anyway, we should be able to get Antony there in time, mop them up, hit that. And then I might actually go for this before we go for this. Just clear out this flank and then push back this way. But we'll see. See how things go. A fourth army would be nice, but I think we can manage the situation fine with the 3 armies. But yeah, as soon as we can get a 4th army, I would be very happy. But I'm thinking probably the 4th army will end up recruiting at Elysia when we conquer that. Potentially. But I think we've got some more folks leveling up. Alright. Alright, this guy. Gotta make this guy an adventurer, I guess.
How can I
Keep using him as a campaign agent. He's pretty valuable. And goats. What else we got here? Yeah, go military espionage or military espionage. Try and get our research rate going as fast as possible. Does it tell us what our rate is right now? Research rate 150%, so that's not half bad. It's a good start anyway, and we'll as soon as we capture some of these major settlements, we can build more libraries. We wanna get on the move on.
My people can only...
Alright, so they didn't have enough movement to local trade. Man was a thief and punished accordingly. With him gone, trade income improved, and foreign ships once again felt safe in our waters. Alright, 10% wealth from all commerce for a couple of turns. Trade. Alright, it's gonna be a tough fight. I'm gonna send you in this general direction. So we've got a Swaby army there. Alright, time to see what Antony is worth here. Gonna be outnumbered slightly, but I feel pretty confident we can win this. Oh man, look at that balance of power. Alright, they've got no cavalry aside from their general's bodyguard, their king here. But they do have us outnumbered by quite a bit. Quite a bit. I mean, we've got the quality. We just have to make use of that. These spear levies, I wish I'm just wondering if the spear levy have a ranged attack, because we've got to be careful of that if they do. But yeah, essentially just hold the line, let our artillery do the dirty work, and then get our cavalry in behind, take out their skirmishers, and then once their skirmishers are down, we can safely hammer and anvil, do some cycle charging. Don't want to stretch out too far, but that's pretty good.
Ballista! Field artillery ready!
But yeah, we'll hang back here where it's nice open clearing.
We await your command!
We'll have 3 of you guys hang out here in the woods.
Romans ready for duty!
And no, they're not hidden there. I do want to keep 3 over here. And Anthony back here.
Don't break formation! Field artillery, yours to command. Hold. Your orders. Grouped and ready.
Or and not a big fan of formation attack. Alright, giddy up.
By your command.
I guess we could have kept all the cavalry in here, but I just want to keep you guys ready to pounce over here. Alright, we'll fast forward a little bit while they make their way up here. Let's have you guys scout out the situation. Ideally, we'd like to hit him with the artillery. Artillery ruins cavalry in this game. And our cavalry is going to struggle a little bit with him. But yeah, just wait for them to separate a little bit before we charge into their backs. But more than likely, he's going to hang back for a bit. Alright, let's slow it down. But yeah, it's going to be really important for us to make good use of our cavalry. I mean, we could try and hit him. I mean, if this was Attila, would be a good idea to try and take out the general, because of the morale. The morale penalty is so punishing. But in Rome 2, it really doesn't make much of a difference if you take out the general. Alright, you guys focus on him. It's going to be one of their most deadly units. They do have reinforcements. I don't know. Haven't seen them yet, as far as I can tell.
Commander,
you guys just get ready. Yeah, as soon as they separate, we'll swoop in and take out all of those skirmishers. Why the fuck? You guys are supposed to be... Oh, it's because he disappeared. Bollocks.
Swift melee cavalry. Jupiter gives us strength.
Ah, there's the reinforcements. They'll be a little bit tough to deal with. Just the general's bodyguard will be problematic. You guys shoot at him.
Legionary cavalry.
Yeah, so these spear levy do have ranged units.
Melee cavalry.
Guys, come around this way, get in behind there. Just gotta be careful of that. The artillery is shredding them. Guys, move up. Alright, in the meantime, let's go finish him off. These spears seem interested in our cavalry here. Guys charging there. I don't want to get mixed up with the spears. For whatever reason, they don't seem inclined to attack our lines here. You guys move up a little bit. How are we holding up over here? A bit of damage there. Let's get cavalry in behind. I want to help out this area here. A couple of you finish them off, and then a couple of you charge into there. You help out there. And see if we can.
Sons of Mars, yours to command. Charge, Commander. Orders understood.
One there.
Ready for duty. Charge! Melee troops awaiting orders.
Somebody over here. Get to them.
Legionary cavalry. Swift riders at your command. Legionary cavalry.
Pull you guys out. Actually, charge into them.
Melee cavalry ready. Legionaries.
And
Orders.
legionaries. Fuck. Guys.
Romans ready for duty.
Alright, we got some skirmishers here. Need to charge into the back of this. Fuck, I need somebody over here to deal with them. You guys get in there. You guys charge there. You're in there. Ooh, man, fuck! What are you doing? Actually, no, you come help out with them. Alright, their forces are more or less crumbling here. That dude's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Alright, let's run some of these guys down here. And let's get ready. Alright, who's in good shape? You're in good shape, you're in good shape. Alright, you guys line up. And then 3 line up behind him, and then you 2 just get back here. And Anthony, come over here this way. All right, I think we've cleared out a lot of them. Yeah, look at the carnage on the battlefield. Ooh, get away from them. Let these guys. Yeah, we took a bit of damage, but ooh, look at this. But I think we've really done a lot of damage to them. Getting ready to get in behind here. Just trying to run the rest of them down. Beautiful. All right, Anthony gets the job done. Was there ever any doubt? I guess we probably should have run them down a little bit more. But I find, for whatever reason, Rome 2, it seems like it automatically runs down some of the troops. Because you look at this, 3,200 deployed, 3,171, only 21 or 29 survived. Pretty sure there was more guys than that. All right, so fuck. Yeah, I feel like we should start killing the captives. Usually what I like to do is release the captives because it gains wealth, but The enemy and their allies will look upon you more favorably if you release captives from this battle, but this improves the relations with our own factions. So I feel like killing the captives is the way to go, though this does provide more wealth. It just depends, you know, like how long we want to keep these treaties that we have with our allies. I mean, I feel like eventually we're gonna end up breaking them. Fuck it, I'm gonna go release captives.
You have further orders? Advance!
And we'll just keep a close eye on
Ready
it.
for orders.
All right, you just move to the border there. All right, well, we're at the hour mark, so I think this is a good place to stop it. Situation is very much under control. We've got a lot of work to do still, but yeah, things are going fairly smooth so far. So a very smooth, methodical campaign thus far. Try and keep it going. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Ragnarok out.